Previously, Dan had provided information on the activities that are proposed through this application, and we'll be asking you to approve the application as well as some reaffirming some plans that have to go in support of the application. So I'll let Dan start with that.
Okay. This is the annual business, so it doesn't change much year to year. Just as a little bit of background, the annual cycle involves DCD announcing the award amounts for the county and for South Lebanon Township, and then we hold a public hearing to receive citizen input on on the use of funds and on past performance in the program. Then we invite the non-entitlement communities in the county, which is everybody except South Lebanon Township and the City of Lebanon, to submit requests for the money. We also invite public service agencies to do the same. And then after we've received those requests, the Redevelopment Authority makes a recommendation to the commissioners for the proposed use of funds. We hold a second hearing to invite the public to comment on what is now the proposed use, now that we've identified activities, and then which we did yesterday. And then we come to the commissioners for official approval, and the form that takes is 3 resolutions that we have every year, and then a stack of pages for Commissioner Phillips' signature that become part of the application that go off to DCD. And the 3 resolutions that make up our annual business are a resolution to approve the submission of the application to DCD and on behalf of South Lebanon Township, a second resolution that recertifies the procedural documents and plans that the county is required to have and maintain as a CDBG grantee. And then the third and final resolution is the fair housing resolution, which is essentially the county's pledge to further the mission of fair housing. I'll go over these resolutions one by one. I just want to make known there is one item of business that is new this year. It would be a deviation from the regular every year business, and that is that with the first resolution approving the submission of the plan, at the request of South Lebanon Township and the advice of our community development consultant, we've added explicit language in there that addresses a program South Lebanon Township has instituted, which is with the use of their CDBG money, which is an acquisition, rehab, resale program. They're buying up vacant or blighted homes, doing the rehab with their CDBG money, and then selling those to lower moderate income homeowners. And the language that we've added to the resolution, it allows explicitly for the recycling of the CDBG investment back into that program, so that if they buy a home for $30,000, put $70,000 in, they're in the property at $100,000 of CDBG money. When they turn around and sell it for $80,000 or $90,000, they want to use those sale proceeds to further that program. And it's essentially a formality, but it was that they requested that we have an explicit inclusion of that language here. As it stands, the county is responsible for the use of program income. However, any program income that is generated with a South Lebanon Township activity has to be used in South Lebanon Township anyway, and subject to the approval of their township supervisors. So just wanted to point that out because it is different from past years.
Sounds like a good business model.
It'll certainly help their program go further and sustain that program.
It's referred to the $100,000 investment that sells for 80.
Yeah.
We've already had that.
Yes.
I'll start with the first resolution and make a motion to approve the submission of the fiscal year 2017 CDBG application.
Second. It's been moved and seconded. Any questions or comment? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. So moved.
What is the second?
The second resolution is the recertification of procedural documents and plans for use in the administration of the CDBG program.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions? Not all in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. So moved.
And I'll make the third resolution concerning the county's pledge to fair housing.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that we be fair in our housing. Any questions? If not all in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. So moved.
Thank you, and then I'm leaving the signature pages for Commissioner Phillips to sign. I can come back tomorrow to pick those up. Thank you for conducting the annual business. If we may, before we go, just want to let you know that we plan on returning in the new year, maybe a month or two into the new year, to present budget modifications to some older years. Projects that are finished under budget and things like that, with one purpose being the funding of new public service activities and additional funding to existing public service activities.
Okay.
Okay.
Merry Christmas.
Did we,
Merry
I'm sorry,
Christmas.
did we approve that